Okay, so Murphy here is going to graduate soon. I'll be doing his paperwork today. And good boy, Murphy, go pee-pee, good boy. He is perfectly housebroken. He never has accidents. I don't keep him in his crate at night because he's a good dog out of his crate. So the only exception to that is if he is active in the night and he's making noise, then I'll put him in his crate, and he'll do fine in the crate until the next pee break or the next time we get when it's time to wake up. But he does. Good boy, Murphy, good boy. Always encourage him whenever you see him peeing outside. Just say good boy, good boy. That's his reward, his reinforcement of that good behavior of peeing outside. So he does his basic commands perfectly. He can do a really strong stay, which means he can stay and I can walk into the other room and even sometimes out of sight and he'll stay. He's a good dog. As you can see here, the prong collar is really loose. It's very loose, you see. So he is not pulling. I recommend you continue to use the prong collar when you get him home. And that's because labs are pullers. They're known to be pullers. And I don't want him to slip back into that behavior. So my own lab, she's a lab mix. She uses the prong collar because when we walk, she gets very excited when she sees squirrels or ducks. And so that's to remind her not to lunge at a squirrel or lunge at a duck. That lunging behavior can catch you off guard. It's not good for the dog's throat either. So when the prong collar is on there, they tend to walk a whole lot calmer and a whole lot more restraint. A great example is that those invisible fences. When you put the invisible fence collar on the dog, they never want to test the boundaries of the yard. They never do because the collar's on. But when you forget to put the collar on, they're going to go test the boundaries. They're going to go see how far they can go. So this is also the same behavior. They're going to pull more if you don't have the prong collar. The prong collar doesn't have to be a permanent tool. The moment that you see that your dog does not pull anymore, go ahead and stop using it. But if the walks become unpleasant, or if the dog is too distracted, going in the wrong direction, entangling you with the leash, then you got to go back to the prong. And so what happens with my own lab, Clover, is part of the year she will not pull. Usually in the winter when the ground, and I'm grateful for that, because if you have a large lab, you can see the paws on Murphy's feet. If you have a large lab and it's snowing and icy on the sidewalk and road, this dog could easily pull you into an accident. You could fall and hurt yourself on the ice, and that's what we're mainly trying to avoid here. This is a safety thing. And again, you can see that this leash is really lax. So the prong collar is very, very useful, and I highly recommend it. We're gonna miss you, Murphy. Murphy is a very lovable dog, very friendly, very easy going, and very playful, aren't you, Murphy? Yes, and so he is going to bring lots of love to your family.